Uh-oh. Where's my camera? Oops, that's the wrong one. Shoot. There we go. What's up, everybody? Happy 1 year Channelversary. My name is Sean. Welcome to Live Coding with RabbitWerks JavaScript. So, we're going to kick back, have some good times, and check out, I don't know, the back then, a year ago, and where we're at today. And then we're also going to do some cool stuff with the new Vue Function API again, and we're going to use that to attempt to build a gaming or a gamers app using the Steam API. So if you want to get on that, it'll be cool, and we're going to make some mistakes and have some fun and just kind of, I don't know, have a good time. So thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. First thing I want to do is I want to take a look at the the first video that I had on YouTube. Let's see. It's right down here, the Mozilla Dev Tool tips. So I started off by doing a series, a pre-recorded or a recorded series of kind of just some quick Mozilla Dev Tool tips and stuff. So if you haven't used Mozilla Dev Tools, they're pretty badass. You can do a lot of stuff with them. Really good grid visualizer. You can like kind of toggle. It'll kind of tell you what stuff is set as flex and all that good stuff. Let's see. So if we are to open up the Dev Tools, there we go. Oh, jeez. They're not wanting to load. There we go. Okay, so I don't know, you got some cool stuff. So for instance, like you can see right here, it shows that there's a flex wrapper on this item right here, which is pretty cool indicator. Shows that there's an event listener on this. Looks like there's a number of different events that are targeted at the HTML element. So that's cool to see as well. You can kind of get a look at what it does too. If you click on them, you can see all this stuff, what each event does. So it's definitely super powerful for development. You get a style editor, a really good debugger, a scratch pad for JavaScript. You get this DOM panel. It's pretty badass, so I should probably start using it more, to be honest. Plus Mozilla is really good with privacy out of the box. Anyways, yeah, so one of my other favorite things about it is where's not the style editor, but here in the layouts panel, you can see if something has grid, it gives us an indication of where those items are. So it's a visual grid indicator. So you can see it's pretty badass. I mean, you can't really get much better than that. So make a spectrum analyzer with logarithmic frequency scale. Logarithmic frequency scale, I have no idea what that is, so but thanks for tuning in, Andre. Okay, so let's check this out. I guess with nothing else to do, I'm gonna pause this really quick.
These features.
Oh no, it's only a minute and a half.
Hey everyone, and welcome to RabbitWerks JS. This is the first video in a mini-series where I demonstrate some of the awesome features built into the Mozilla DevTools.
That's true.
These features make our job as web developers much easier. Mozilla is on the forefront of the web development world, so it's no surprise that their DevTools are on the cutting edge as well. So
Wow.
Here we are on the Mozilla Developer Edition download page, which I've linked to below in the description. Just go ahead and download and install it.
Wow.
Power of the Mozilla DevTools.
Wow.
JavaScript Scratchpad. Be a part of a mini series on the Mozilla DevTools.
Pretty interesting, I guess. I don't know, it's pretty terrible, but I think the whole thing was scripted. But I think the point of this video was to really just, in this series, was to just start doing something. Like, kind of getting your feet wet. I gotta like myself, my own video. It's kind of the way it goes. But you know, it's better than, I don't know, it's better than not doing anything or trying to come up with too big of a project or whatever, or like too big of an idea. You just gotta kind of start somewhere and go there. So that's where we started. Look at all the Simon Dan videos. Jeez. Oops. Let's see. I want to check out, and this is where we've gotten to today. So we're just doing a bunch of Vue.js stuff, like we're gonna do tonight. So I don't know. I think we've gotten along. I think some of my favorite stuff was doing like this flashlight 404. So if you haven't checked that project out, make sure to go do that. It's just like a quick little code along thing to make a cool little error page. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, cool. So RabbitWerks JavaScript, 1 year old. We got 249 subscribers. That was at 250 earlier this week, but then unfortunately we lost someone, so down to 249 again, but whatever. And let's see, I want to look at the about really quick. We got 5,536 views, so thank you to everybody that's viewed the channel and viewed the videos, and it's been awesome. And let me see if we can pull up the watch time. Analytics. Not really. Lifetime. Watch time. Oh, so you can't really see that on here, I'm sure, but that's 28,767 minutes of watch time. So that's pretty awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for all the views and stuff. So I appreciate it. We're gonna here's to another year going forward, and on more awesome projects and whatnot. So let's get going. So moving on to the next thing. What I want to do is kind of build attempt to build like a gaming app or a gamer app using the Steam API and the new Vue Function API. And I'm not exactly sure what all we can get, so I have the documentation pulled up here for Steam. For the web API, go away menu. So there's a number of different things. It's pretty well documented. Let's see, game inventory, for example. It gives you, you know, an ID or an example call or whatever. So we'll take a look at this, and in conjunction with the new Vue, Function API or whatever, and see what we can get going. I'm probably so we're gonna pull data from my account Sharpie360 if you want to check it out. And we'll be using, this API requires a API key, and so I think for the stream we'll just use it and it'll just be kind of there. But once the stream is over, I'll revoke the key, obviously, and or I guess I could just put it in an environmental variables file to begin with, but we could go about it doing like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really concerned about it because it's just like a Steam key that I can revoke really quick afterwards. So we'll see what happens. So this is not what we want. We want to get... So this guy, Andre, is saying FFT or get float time domain data is better than get byte frequency data / get float frequency data ? So I don't know. Analyzer node.get float time domain data returns float 32 array audio waveform data. Well, clearly you're missing a semicolon, so that's probably where you're getting an error. So go ahead and throw a semicolon on there, and all right, let's pull up this project. So open folder, let's go into Live coding projects, new folder. Need to think of a sweet name for the, oh, we should probably turn this back on. We probably need to think of a sweet name for our app. Something Steam with Steam in it. I don't know. I can't think. Give me an idea. Andre, give me an idea. We'll just say Steam app for the folder name at least. We'll select that folder. We have it open in here. Close this out. All right. So we're gonna first start by initializing a new Vue project. So Vue create, and I guess we do need to think of a name. So Vue create. Oh, I should probably bring up the font size slightly so it's visible. All right. Oops. I'll just call it Steam Tracker. Can't think of anything. Steamster. Let's call it Steam Tracker. Screw it. Actually, you know what? Should we update Vue CLI? Yes. I'm gonna do that really quick. npm I at Vue /CLI and then -G to globally install it. Okay, so while that's doing this, let's take a look at these docs again and see. Let's go back. All right, so Steam broadcast. Inventory service, game notifications, user auth, user stats, Steam user. So probably start with like the Steam user and Steam user stats. Steam apps, data about applications on Steam. And game inventory would be cool. So the primary interface to interact with the Steam economy. Interesting. All right, let's see where we get. Oh, we're gonna be here all night at this rate, but all right, so we got that. Let's bring this Steam tracker. Actually, I don't like that name. We'll do Steam assist. Cool. let's just do that. Okay, so I want to do vuex babel and ESLint, just the basic template with vuex. Probably not going to worry about routing and stuff for this app, but we do want to have vuex so we can cache our API call. I don't think we're going to need anything else. Let's go through and look at it. I don't think we'll need any of that, so oh, shoot. Taking forever. Okay, so I'm gonna call it Steam Assistant, and it's going to be the vuex, babel, and ESLint. So we'll see how that does things. Okay, so while that's spinning up, let's take a look, and I guess we'll start with the Steam user and see what's up. Check app ownership. No. Get app price info. I don't know. Get friends list. Get player bans. Get player summaries. App ownership. So here's the introduction. So Steam exposes an HTTP-based web API which can be used to access many Steamworks features. The API contains public methods that can be accessed from any application capable of making an HTTP request, such as a game client or server. The API also contains protected methods that require authentication and are intended to be accessed from trusted backend applications. So we're just gonna do front end stuff. So we'll just have our API key in the front end or whatever, but that's fine for the point, for the purposes of what we're doing tonight. Verify a Steam user's credential with that server. Check if a user owns a particular application. Set or retrieve a user's stats, achievements, or leaderboard scores. Execute an in-game purchase. You can find a complete list of everything offered in the web API reference. So request format. Okay, we'll come back to that. So we have our awesome blank project spun up, but now we need to install the function API. Jeez. All right, so npm I vue-function API, just like that. All right, cool. Now that that is in there, oh shoot, this is the wrong folder, son of a gun. Npm uninstall Vue Function API. Alright, then we can actually delete this node modules folder and this package lock. So we need to actually, let's just do this, open that folder itself. Steam Assistant, we're going to select this folder, open that, so we don't have to worry about it. Open the terminal. Now we can run npm install Vue Function API. Alright. Goes pretty quick. Not a very large package, but it packs a wallop. Alright, anyways. So we have that in there now. And let's go and open up our app.vue. We have our hello world. Let's just do a little bit of cleanup. We don't need the hello world. And we can get rid of this. And get rid of that right there. And also get rid of that, the hello world stuff. So what I want to do is bring in, it's not a file. I need to make a new folder. It's going to be for CSS, and I'm going to have a new file in here. Right away, I'm just going to make a main CSS, and then I'm also going to bring in Flexbox. RabbitWerks Flexbox library. All right, so where is it? Storage, documents, web design, projects, sandbox, Flexbox util, and there we go. All right, so I want to I want to copy it, and I'm just going to paste it into here. Can't paste it like that. I gotta go through the folder route. So this is projects, live coding projects, Steam app, Steam assistant, source, assets, CSS, and paste it in there. While we're at it, I'm going to grab Steam logo SVG. There we go. Wikipedia is awesome because you can get their logo and stuff, and you can get it at like different sizes. So you can get it in a PNG at all these different sizes, or you can get it in an SVG file. It's just like download all the sizes, use this file on the web. Like I can just link to it, but I think we'll just include it. So what we want to do is we're gonna grab, should we just use the SVG? Yeah, might as well. Oops, no, not that. I want to download. What is this? Oh, it must be part of He goes, stop learning Steam and learn Web Audio API instead. Well, I already have an idea. How about I'll keep that for next time or another time and come back at that point as well, and then we'll check it out because I want to look into that a little bit first. It does sound interesting though. You do make a convincing argument though, so I'll give you that. Okay, so I want this file download. Oops, what was that? Let's go into this. Downloads. I need to clean up my downloads folder, my goodness. Right here. Cut. Back. We'll make a new folder in here. Assets, new. We can just delete this. I guess that would be SVG, but whatever. Where am I at? Okay, so I want to paste that in here. Okay, now we have everything that we need to get started. All right, I'm gonna bring this to the right. And inside of our main.js, what we want to do is import. Oh yeah, we got to import the plugin from the Vue API, just like that. And now we register it, or we install it. So vue.use, and then we pass plugin into it like that. Before import of app. Okay, so we want to put that up there. Just like that. Cool. So now we should have the Vue Function API accessible to us everywhere. Let's see here. Let me pull up these windows. Whoops, not that. All right. Oops. I want that open actually. There we go. Okay. So, let's get started here. So first thing I want to do is spin up the server, npm run serve. This is gonna give us an error because we don't have that anymore. What we can do is first we need to bring in the flexbox. So at import, and it's going to be URL, and we'll say it's going to be a relative path to asset/css/flexbox. And then we're also just going to bring in main.css. Even though there's nothing in there quite yet, we will have stuff in there at some point, I'm sure. Actually including this. So let's actually zero out everything. So margin is 0, padding is 0, and box sizing is border box. Okay. Cool. Raymond's in the chat. He says, hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. And Andre was saying, next time I will to make JavaScript spectrum analyzer with logarithmic frequency scale. Well, I can't promise anything, but we'll see what happens. It sounds cool. I'm into audio stuff. I'm totally into music, so I think that would be kind of interesting to check out, but not just off the run of the cuff or whatever. Anyways, next spot. So we have those in there. Let's open up our thing and see what we've got. Absolutely nothing, just a blank thing for right now. I'm gonna close out this main CSS so you can't really see it. Squeeze that down. Okay, so we have div ID of app. Cool, thanks a lot. What do we want to start with? Probably just have like some sort of like nav or like a header thing, and then just kind of do things in here. I guess, I don't know. Depends on really what we can get back from Steam and whatnot. So we're not gonna worry too much about styling. I think for right now, what we can do is just let's do header. I want to give this app background color not of white though. I just want to kind of see it. So it's collapsed completely, so we can say want text align center. That's fine, I guess. We can keep that. We don't need the margin top. And class we're going to add is fxbx because that's the shorthand for the flexbox. Also, I want to give the app some height, so we're going to say min height is 100 VH for view height. Alright, cool. So everything is taken up now. And let's see, and actually open up Mozilla. Steamworks. I love it because it's so much like RabbitWerks. It's almost like it was meant to be. Partner.steamgames.com. I want the docs actually. Steam API docs. There we go. Reason being is because I want to actually use the inspector, and we can actually put this back into docket at the bottom here. I want to use the inspector, and I want to use, where is it here? Here, right here, the eyedropper. So this nifty little tool gives us the hex of the color that we hover over. So I just want to copy these colors. We can you can just kind of copy them. And then let's inspect this. We can actually just look at, let's see, computed, color right here, copy color. All right, cool. So we have, let's leave this open actually for a minute. All right, let's see. Main CSS, I guess. I just want to get this. We'll get some CSS variables going here. So we'll target the root, and we will say. So let's do. Nav gray. I don't know if I can do the dash right there. Oh yeah, of course. Dash. I can't remember how to do this exactly. Oh, it's dash nav gray, and then the value. So let's open up this, and which one was it? I guess I can't really remember it. So I think it was this darker one. Inspect. Oh no. So global header is 17102A. Or 02 or A21. Jeez, that wasn't even close. We want that one. Alright, cool. Next thing we want is dark blue. And that one is this one, I think. Let's see. Background. Okay, and then dark blue, so that's what we want on that. And then the next thing we want is the guess gray, mid blue. And that one is going to be where's the Mozilla one? I wanted that one open. Okay, so that's not the right one. Dark blue is that. Darker blue is the 101.88.822. Alright, so let's actually call this darkest blue. Or we could call it gray blue. So that one was this one, 101.882, and then we have the header gray, and that's going to be, I don't know if we actually copied that one. One, two, three, four. Okay, so that. Oh yeah, I don't know. It comes up with a different color all the time. There must be a gradient on that, actually, a slight gradient. Yeah, there's definitely. Oh yeah, there's definitely a slight gradient on that. So that'll work. We have somewhere in the middle. And then the last one we have is the text blue. Alright, so that one was this one that has the C right there. We can actually just, if we hover over this, here we go. Hover over it and we click this up here, it'll change, cycle between the different ways of displaying things. So we have our colors. Alright, cool. Alright, now let's see what we can do here. We have the header and we need to apply flex column or flex direction column. We'll give this a class of flex1, and next thing I want is the content, and then we'll give this a class of, actually, you know what, I don't want that to be flex, I want it to have an explicit height. So dot header is going to have a height of 6 rem, and that reminds me we need to set the rem. So inside of here we need to target the HTML. Also I'm going to set the body, and we'll say font size is going to be 20 pixels. And the reason why I set it on the HTML, specifically the HTML, is because then we can use rems, and that'll be set to kind of like a hard set 20 pixel value per rem. So rems go off of the font size CSS rule in the HTML rule set or whatever. So when you target the HTML tag, so coolio. All right, so let's see. This one we have. Let's give this our background color. So background. We'll just say var, and it is nav gray. I think that's what we called it. Yeah. So we have this so far, and then let's just give our background for the app. We'll give it our, actually instead of blue gray, we'll call it BG blue, because it is the background. So we'll call it var --bg blue. Okay, so all right, Can hardly tell the difference. Oh, okay, so we actually need the background is actually not, that's not the right one. So we can call this dark blue, and we'll say this one is the background blue. There we go. That looks a little nicer, a little bit more accurate, don't you think? Cool. Where are we at? Where are we at? Close that out. Okay, so we have that, and inside of here, I just want to, we're gonna extract this out to components in a second here, but just getting some basic styling down, and then so let's put the icon in the header. So we'll do image tag, and the source is assets image, oops, Steam icon logo. Yeah, exactly, Steam logo. And then we want the image dot header image is going to, oops, not header image, so the image inside of the header tag, we want that to be a height of 6 rem as well. I'm going to see how big that makes it. About the same. Okay, so we want to do, let's actually do 4 rem. It's a little smaller. Cool. Right, and with that, we're gonna actually do flexbox on this as well. And then we can say A-center. And then I just want to push it over slightly. So in the header, I will have some padding on the left and the right. So padding, we'll do 0 for the top and bottom, and then so we have everything centered in Flexbox. And then I want to do, let's just do 1 rem, see where that gives us. 1.5, so that gives us 30 pixels. Alright, it looks alright. Okay, and then next thing I want to do is we have the image, and I want to do H3, and we'll say Steam Assistant. Actually, I have the padding. Maybe I should give, instead of padding on that, maybe I should give the image some margin on the left and the right. So 0, 1.5 rem. Oops, not 1,5 rem. 1.5 rem, so it pushes it over, and it also moves that over as well. And then if we have something over here, we can just like, we probably have something like a login, log out button, or we'll have like a button, and it will just say do something. Actually, we want to put these two inside of a wrapper, just to say so header dash dash inner. Oh, I forgot the dot. Jeez. Dot header dash dash inner. Tab that out. I can put it. Whoop. Oh shit! It didn't shoot. It didn't save it. Okay, so whatever. We can just do it's H3, and that says Steam Assistant, just like that. And then we had a button, and that will have a class of button. just like that. We don't have that class written out yet, but we will. Neat. So fxbx, and then we want to do sp-bt, not button, but bwt. Oh no, it's not. That's not right. It's spc-bt for between, just like that. Right? Should be. spc-bt. Justify content space between. Yeah, that should be right. What the heck? spc-bt. Oh, it's probably... Oh, because I need to give this a flex of 1. There we go. Because that... Putting that on there made it take up the entire available space inside the rest of this div right here versus just like only the space that it needed. So that's what we were missing. And inside of this we'll have, I don't know, a button. We can just say fetch assist. How about that? That works. All right. So that's going to need a class or a class for the button, but that'll go in our main JS. So down here, because it's going to be a reusable one, so we'll say button and padding. Give it 1 rem. 0.25 rem for the top and bottom. And 0.35. Alright, and we want font size, and we'll do 1 rem, so it's 20 pixels. Might be a little big actually. We'll do 0.75 rem. 0.8. Oh, it's so... Actually, we'll do 1 rem and bring this back down to 0.25. Cool. Alright, that looks a little nicer, and we want the font family to be that Avenir. Actually, we should probably just copy this whole thing. Because the button doesn't get the font, does it? Oh, I guess it did. Whatever. Let's delete that. We don't need that. It's already getting the font applied. Anyways, okay, so let's give this just a little bit of border radius. Do 3 pixels. It's got that border on it. I don't know. There we go. Okay, we got to move it over still. So in the header, I want to just give it a padding right, and we'll just say 1 rem. how far away is that? It's at 1.5 rem. Yeah, 1.5 rem. So make sure we have even spacing on both sides here. Let's change this to an H2. And then we'll give it a class of what did we call it? Text blue. Let's just do a heading class. Do a text heading just because we might run into the name spacing issues down the road. Text heading, and then I just want to do color is var dash dash text dash blue, just like that. Sweet. Okay, now just to make sure that this is proper, I want to also just give it the a center, so align center, just to make sure that it's centered properly. Cool. All right, so we haven't really done much in Vue yet. We're just kind of making this crap, but so this one's gonna have a class of F1 on it, so that's gonna take up all the space. Components. Let's see. Let's get checkout dash B, and it's going to be commit dash M. Init cleanup. All right, so it's not, we don't have a repo yet on Git, but we will get there. We will get there, so to speak. Let's see where we at for things. Okay, so now let's do something fun. So this whole thing, this header, we can take that out. We're gonna come into components and just make a new folder. We'll call it header. I do like the updates for the VS Code. They have these different little caret symbols, chevrons or whatever, arrow symbols, angle brackets, however you want to make them, call them or whatever. But I like that. It looks a little bit cleaner, you know. It looks a little bit easier to like reason about. It's not as cluttered, so kudos to them on that. So I need to make a header dot view, and then inside of that we can just bring that. Whoop, not like that. We need to do that. We need our template. So SC, no tips, SCA. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? There we go. What happened to the scaffold command? I don't understand. Oh goodness, okay. Oh cool. And we actually don't need that div in there. We want to put this div in there. Bring that back, bring that out. All right, cool. So we got this in here. Let's give ourselves a script just like that. And Alright, so we need to import a couple of different things from the Vue Function API. Let's first import value, and that is going to be from the Vue Function API. So now we can declare some variables in our Vue instance down here. So first thing I want to do is give const app title equals value, and inside of this function we pass in the thing, the type of data we want to be used. What? Oh, I'm sorry, this isn't not the export default. We're missing the setup function. Okay, so before we do that, we have to go set up, just like that. Alright, cool. So we have that, and then const app title. There we go. And we'll do const const button text equals
fuckers.
Value, pass in assist. That's what we're going to just have it for now. I'm not sure what we're going to do with it, but it's just kind of to demonstrate. We might just use that to make the call, make the API call or fetch call or whatever, because I don't want to be having it run on a lifecycle hook that runs every time there's an update to the file. It restarts the server and then it makes that call again, and then Steam is like, hey man, we're making thousands of API calls to our server. Are you gonna pay for that? I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I just, you know, it's hot reloading. What can I say? All right, cool. So we have that, and then since we don't need anything else at the moment, we're just gonna return our final object, and we need to return the variables we want to use inside of our template. So button text and app title, and now we can take these guys out and just say replace them with some string interpolation, just like that. Button text. All right, so now we go back into our app.vue and we need to import this component. So import header from // component / header / header .vue, just like that. Cool. And pass it in as component header. Oh, we need to fix that header. So it's coming in from back, now into assets, image / Steam icon logo. There we go. All right, cool. So app, back in the app.vue, I'm going to put this header component right here, just like that. Oops. And bada boom, that's there. Sweet. All right, and dot button active is going to be background color. This ever so slight change. Actually, I think that gets brighter. What I want to do actually is I'm gonna give this button inside of here. So we'll do style, and we'll do scoped, make sure it's scoped, and then I can just target the button. So that way only the button inside of this component is going to be affected further with these additional classes, or this additional class adding our styles written onto it. So we'll do background color. That's going to be var. We'll just see how this works. I'm not sure if this will look decent or not. So text blue. And then we can do color E. Oh, that's kind of hard to read. What if we did like var, and it's going to be BG or dark blue. There we go. That looks alright. And then we don't want that to be like that anymore. So actually I'm going to take this out of here, bring it into the header component, because that's what I want to do. And actually bring this back out here. What is that color actually? You want to take this, copy that, put it on this here. We're just gonna get just slightly darker there. Cool. Just a little bit more. Cool. Steam Assistant. Alright, so we got that going. Let's do something else here. So inside of our, we should probably just make a content component, new folder. Content panel, and I can just take this out of here. Yeah, it's not in there anymore. That's weird. I can't access the scaffold, damn it. Cool. Script, import. Okay, right away we're going to need the value, I'm sure. Let's also bring in computed. Let's just see. I think, I don't know what else we'll need. Computed from Vue Function API, just like that. Cool, so right away we want to just const so I guess we need to see what we're gonna get back, I guess. We don't need to, but it would be helpful to kind of see. I guess what we'll want to do is just, so when we have this background, we're just going to want to kind of have a content box inside of it. So this will be content dash dash outer, and then I'll do dot content. This had that grayish color because we have that like this like header thing on the top of it. So we'll do content dash dash header like that, and then content dash dash inner, just like that. Cool. Got that right there. So we'll have the content load up inside of this inner container, and then this is going to be our header. I want to have a style tag. This is also going to be scoped. Dot content dash dash header, and that is going to have a background color of the bar. Oh, not back. Bar. What did we call it? Header gray. Wow, imagine that. Header gray, just like that. We'll give it a height of, we'll see what 6 rem looks like. We don't have this in yet, so we should probably do that next. Let me just finish this really quick. Const greeting text equals, God, this is so like React, it's silly. It's kind of like React, I guess, I don't know. The function API is very React-esque. So let's what is it? Let's escape that apostrophe. Let's get some data. All right, cool. And then we just need to return it. Oh, I keep forgetting the setup function, so cut that out. Setup is a function. All right, so we have our variables inside of here, and then what is this yelling at me for now? Unterminated string literal. Oh, there we go. And now we just need to return our final object, greeting text, just like that. And I want to put that in here. It's going to be greeting text, whoops, like that. And I also want to give this a flexbox and sp-center. That'll center it in the center of everything. And then we'll say actually, you know what? I want to put this greeting text up here. Let's get some stats actually. Stream. Let's grab some Steam stats. All right, cool. And that's in the content header. So let's actually bring this in now so we can actually see it. And we need to import the component. So import content panel from /components content panel /content panel dot view and register it. Content panel, and now we can bring it in to our template. Content panel, just like that. It doesn't look like it's the same color, dang it. Dark, it's lighter. I guess it's kind of the same color as over here, but I kind of want to use one of these lighter colors. So we'll just swap this header gray out for this one. All right, cool. And let's change the color here to just, it seems a little bright still. Let's just do CCC. That's too dark. DDD. That looks about right. Okay, cool. We have a color set. Let's grab some stats. Flexbox. A center. Content header is going to need padding. We'll do 1.5 rem again. That's like kind of what we've been sticking with. Let's see how this looks full screen. We want to actually limit the width of this, so we'll do max width is going to be not just that. We actually want to limit. Let's see, actually. Content panel. If we gave margin to this, we should be able to squeeze it in there. So dot content dash dash outer, just like that, and margin, and we want 0 for the top and bottom. Let's just do like 10 rem on the left and right. Actually, let's not do it like that, because that's going to be an issue. We want to have, what if we just did a min width on it, on top of, in addition to the margin? I wonder if the margin will trump the min width. So we want it to do 80 view width. Oh yeah, see, it screws it all up. What's the min width though? Oh, we want max width. I'm sorry, not min width. Max width. Okay, so that's not what we want with the margin either. We want max width. Let's do 70 view width. Oops. And I don't want to do this margin. What I want to do is use Flexbox FXBX, because Flexbox rules. Alright, so we have max width, or max, maybe we just want min width. No, max width. There we go. Alright, now we can center it. Oops, we need a dash there. Oh, this is goofing it up. Actually, you know what? I want that, but I want to do it on all of the immediate children. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Awesome. All right, cool. It's looking pretty good. And instead of like, you should probably tell people welcome first. Welcome. Let's grab some Steam stats. All right. Should we put it inside of an H3? Oh, it's too bold. H4. Let's just put it in a span, and then we can just target that span. Can I do like just a little bit higher font weight? What is this pulling in? Instead of the font weight, I'm gonna do the actually, we'll do an H2 and we'll do font weight of 300. That'll give us the size that we want. It's a little big. Let's try an H3. Looks a little better. Alright, cool. Let's actually okay. Okay, so let's get on to the next part. We got that. Let's grab some Steam stats, and we get to actually take that button out and put it in here. I don't know. Kind of like that button there. I don't know what it's gonna do, but click that button and it's gonna launch our thing. Let's give this content inner some min height, and we'll just do like 40 view height. And the background color on this was the dark blue. So bar dash dash dark blue, just like that. Is it in there? Oh, because we need to set the this one justify center content outer. This one needs to go flex direction column, and this one's actually going to be changed to that. And content header, I don't want that to have a flex of 1. I want, oh wait, do I? F1. Oh, I want to give this max height. There we go. Well, since this is flex 1, since that is now... Actually, we don't want to do that. We want to try... So instead of going like that, we can just use the height like that, and then do a width of 100%. All right, there we go. Cool. Wonderful. Okay. A little bit trial and error there, a little bit, but it's working. We still don't have that though. We need to get our content inner. Content inner, where's this? Is it the same color? No, it just doesn't have a height. What the heck? I wonder why that's not. Oh, it is getting height, but it's not. Let's see. Let's take a look at the height is 8 round. Okay, so that, but it just doesn't have any width, max width. Oh, I need to set a width on it. Actually, let's go like this. There we go. Perfect. Sweet. It's there, and we can bump that up to 60. I think. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Nice. Okay, so we got kind of like a structure together. Now we need to start making some calls here. So I'm gonna take a quick break, stretch my legs, get some water and all that good stuff. Then when we get back, we'll continue on with the Vue Function API stuff and start making some calls to Steam and see what goes on with all that stuff. So actually, what I want to do before I go any further is I'm going to make a new repository for this, push it up. It's going to be game and user stats on the go. Cool. No, I don't need to initialize any of this stuff because it's got it all there. Steam Assistant, create repository. All right, so we want to say get remote add origin, and it's going to be this right here. Oops. Just like that. And now we can go get checkout master, get push. Whoop. I need to commit my changes. Shoot. Get checkout dash b sa dash 01. Content components. Cool. Git add all, git commit dash m, add header, and more style. Alright. So we can go get checkout master, get push, oops, dash u or dash u origin master. Alright, get checkout sa dash 00. Get push dash u origin sa dash 00. Oh shoot. Oh, there we go. This is the name of the branch. All right, and then get brand or checkout. Jeez. There we go. Get push dash u origin, and it's sa dash 01. All right. Cool. Let's see if it's on there now. Wonderful. Cool. Got it on there. Go check it out during the break if you want. Thanks for tuning in, everybody who's with us for the 1 year Channelversary. Happy Channelversary for RabbitWerks. Where is? I don't need that open. Don't need that. Oh, look, there's my key. I could just make it really small so nobody could read it, but whatever. I'm not really concerned about it. Did my thing get canceled out? I think it did. Let's see. I have to go to the Studio Creator Classic Creator Studio or whatever, because the other live stream event or live control room is broken right now. Yeah, it doesn't work. I need to go to this one. Alright, cool. Alright, peeps, I will be back shortly. Stay awesome, keep coding, check out the repo for in the meantime, and then when we get back we'll do some we'll fix our header, we'll do a gradient, and then we'll start making some API calls. Okay, cool. So we'll be back shortly. Okay. All right, we're back. So let's keep going. And thanks for your patience. I do appreciate it. Now that I've been watered and properly stretched, we can keep going. So this is what we got so far. Let's see. So we want to put a button in here. This content inner should actually be its own component. New file. All right, oops. Rename. Vue. I can't believe that this isn't working. Where is it going? It must be from this update. It's all goofed up. Style. And style, not state, style. Excuse me. All right, cool. So what do we want to do here? Well, we can actually just take this off here, put it on this div, content inner. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna rename this to wrapper. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Alright, that's gonna break, so I need to fix that. So it's going to be content wrapper from oh, it's broken. Let's see. Content wrapper. Content wrapper. Updating it in the template. Excuse me. And then the components object here in our instance. Close that out. All right, let's import our content wrapper. Import, or not the wrapper, but the panel. Content panel from, and actually we need to change the name of this to, we want this to be our panel. And I'm gonna go ahead, since we're doing this, I'm just gonna take this out like that. So everything is completely different now, so we can just delete that. Oops. Content panel from content panel dot view. Just a little linter is happy. Components object. Open that up. Put in our content panel just as so. Excuse me. Okay, so content panel, we got that in there. Awesome. Now we just need to place it in our actual thing. So in place of these div element things, I'll do the content panel. Cool. So we got that in there now. All right, let's go. We can go into our content panel now and start doing some work. So inside of here, we want let's just give ourselves a button.btn and we'll say Grab stats. And I want to change the class name of this to content panel. I also need to bring one thing more before we do anything else, is bring this content inner into this content panel style tag here. Change that to panel. There we go. Cool. And let's open up a different branch, get checkout -b, and we'll say SA-02, and it'll be content panel. Get add all, get commit -m, it'll be update renamed folder and files. Cool. All right, it's pushed. Now we can get a little bit more done here. So what do I want to do? I want to do dot okay. This panel outer, I want to give, we'll say height is 80%. We'll do 90%. And then I also want to give this content panel some padding on the left and right. Padding 0, 1.35 rem. Or was it 1. It was 1.5 rem that we did. All right, cool. Grab stats. Okay, so first thing I want to do is we're going to have a click listener on here. So at click equals grab stats. So we'll probably change it up as we get further to be more specific on what resource we're grabbing, but for now we'll just do that. And then so let's start right away by writing our setup function. Okay. So inside of here we'll have a method, and that will be, or actually what we want to do is first import value from Vue Function API. Right, value, and then const data equals an empty array. So I'm sure it'll be responding in an array with JSON data. Cool. So now we can say const grab stats is equal to a function and inside of here we'll say fetch. Okay, so now we need to take a look at actually let's do equals async function, and then const response equals await fetch. All right, just like that. Cool. All right, where is our Steam documentation now? Did it get closed by accident? I think I closed it by accident. Steam API docs. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring in a package called .env for working with environment variables. So we'll say npm i.env, just like that. I don't know if that needs to be... Yeah, so it's not a dev dependency. All right, so now we can come inside of, is it our source folder? Let's see. Shoot, I should have kept that open. .env npm. Let's see. Preload. So I think it just goes in the root of the folder. Oops, what did I do? New file, so we say .env. Oh, Evan, that's not right. .env, just like that. And I'm gonna put this over here for now. So we'll say API underscore key equals this long string right here. Cool. All right, so then I also want to add the .env file. .env. There we go. Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna close that now. We can come back in here. Alright, in our source folder, I want to actually main.js, I think it would probably be. So I'm gonna say require .env, and then we have to say .config and invoke it. That should be all that we need to do. Yeah, so it says as early as possible in your application, require and configure .env, and then that's all we need to do. So we have some variables set up in a .env file in the root directory of your project. Yeah, okay. Cool, so now if we have come back into our content panel, we should be able to use that variable. So let's look up, let's bring this onto this page right here. Get so a little bit larger, filling out this form. I already have that, I don't want this, this isn't what I want this one right here. Cool, so request format, so interface method v version. All right, so let's take a look. Let's go that? App news, author, content, Moscow, land, CDN, Akamai HD. Title is Land, Moscow Land 2019. Okay, cool. So it's going to be at fetch is going to be, just trying to think, where should I do? If I have some variables in here, do I have access to that? So const API URL equals, okay, so it's HTTPS api.steampowered.com /, and it looks like the next thing we pass in there is would be the endpoint that we're trying to target. So cool, we have that. I want to see if I can access that. I might have to pass it in. Content panel. All right, let's see now. So if we have $API underscore URL, does that work? Is it throwing an error? Refresh. Oh, because grab stats, it's not returned yet. So I just want to get rid of that error so we can. So grab stats, because that's the name of the method that we're passing into this click listener up here. If we refresh it, all right, cool. So API URL. API URL is not defined. Okay, so that doesn't work. Oh well, let's bring it back in here. So we'll just take this, delete that out of there. There, now it's defined. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, so that's not what we need. User authentication. Alright, I just need to see the reference. Here we go. So the first thing let's try and do is we need to get partner game command Steam ID of the account to operate on. I need to get my Steam ID. I wonder if I can just get that from Steam itself. Let's take a look. Account details. Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like the ID is just I don't know. We'll try it. So const user equals, I think it's, whoops, not that. I think it says it's just Sharpie 360 like that. In the, so I'm looking at, you can kind of see, you probably won't be able to read it, but this little address bar right here has the URL or whatever, because it's just a web app. So I think I should be able to get that. Maybe I can just get the, if I pull up games, does it tell me? Properties, local files, no.
I'll get straight to the point. I found marijuana in the house. And while I never thought of myself as the type of father who'd have to drug test his kids, I'm willing to do just that if that's what it takes to find out who brought a joint into this house.
Dad, Lucy found something too. Dad, I found a joint in Mom's chest drawer.
Okay, game inventory. So get history command details. What is this? Such as this API must be called from a secure server and it can never be used directly by clients. Okay. Is this like game inventory? I don't know if that's what I want. Let's see. Inventory. Game notifications. Interact with the Steam economy. Game. Used to access information and interact with users. Used to access information about users. Alright, let's try this user stats thing. So number of current players, get player achievements. Alright, so needs a Steam ID. Okay, so we're gonna do okay, so it looks like we need, how can I just get all of my Steam user? Alright, check app ownership. I think that might be what we need to do. So we're just gonna,
Because we didn't want any barriers. There was no door, no window,
check app ownership. What does that return? App owns app. Okay. So let's do this. Steam user check ownership app. This might give us an issue, but no, I didn't want to do that. All right, so we want to do the Steam ID iPlayer service. Let's check that out really quick. Record offline time, playtime. Get owned games. That's what I want to get. Returns a list of games owned by the player. Why? There we go. All right, so we're gonna do iPlayer service, and it is get games. We need Steam ID. And a key. So let's do headers. Oops. Okay. Method is a get, and then headers content. Oops. Content dash type is, where is it? Where is it? Input JSON. Okay. Makes sense. Where? Oh, right here. Application. We could probably set this up. We might need to try this in Postman first. I don't know. We'll see. If we can get some data pulled in, that would be awesome. All right. Authorization, and that should be the process.env.api_key. Just like that. Let's see, what else did we need on that? Go back to this, and let's add in a parameter. Steam ID equals user ID. Cool. And then const data or now we can actually just say data equals await, and it's gonna be response.json. Alright, I guess let's see what happens here. So give it a refresh, click the button, failed to fetch. We had something popped up here. Shoot. Crap. Alright, let's see. What was Joshua's package? Cores adder. Jollygram. Interesting. RabbitWerks. Pull pick. Look at all this cool stuff. GitHub. I gotta go to Mr. Joshua Ferris's Ferris. Hey, look, there he is. Huh, he's joining us in the chat. How's it going, Josh? Can you, I'm just trying to get that link for, yeah, cores adder. Let's see. Thanks for the congratulations too, by the way. I appreciate it. We're going somewhere, slowly but surely. Cores adder, here we go. Is this a package? Oh, here we go. I think I gotta delete that one for it to work. Did it refresh? Did it work? Failed to fetch. Alright. I think I need that. Where's that coming from? Localhost. Oh. I need cores slash. There we go. Weird. Why isn't that working now? I wonder. It's been blocked by core policy. Response to pre-flight request doesn't pass access control check. Oh, I see, I see. So he's saying, Joshua in the chat was saying that it could be an issue that he's not passing, it's not continuing we're passing the headers through from our original request. Let's see. Oops, not this one. Here we go. Authorization undefined. I wonder why that's undefined now. That should work. I don't understand. Man. Apparently that's coming back undefined. Alright, he's gonna jerry-rig it for us. I can't figure out why this is undefined. I mean, I really don't care, I guess. I'll just pull it in, because it's just like... I'm gonna change it afterwards anyways, so... Alright, don't look. Alright, so it's in there. Alright, cool. So we'll just wait for Joshua. I gotta take the sweater off. I am literally baking. So I gotta take the sweater off and we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Alright, we're back. Thank you. I'm feeling a little bit cooler now. Cool. Alright, so we're stuck on the cores thing for right now. I guess we'll need to figure out... We're gonna need some stuff in here, this panel, so while we're waiting on Joshua, let's get this panel kind of figured out. So I'm sure there'll be like... What are we pulling in? We're doing the owned games, so we'll need a list. Alright, oops, list. Alright, and then li inside of here, and then I'm sure inside of this li we'll have some data items. So we can take off the style for the list. We don't need that. List style. None. Cool. Alright, so he says that has it updated now. He's only passing the authorization header along with it. I think I'm gonna need this content type as well, but let's see what happens here. We've been blocked by course policy. Same thing. Let me try pulling it into Postman and see what we can find in there. So it doesn't look like it was working. Let's make a request. Cancel. No, go away. Cancel. We can just pull it up in here. Unauthorized. Access is denied. Oh, it sent back HTML. Crazy. Okay, so key and value is going to be this thing right here. Content type is xwww application slash xwww dot or form encoded. All right, cool. Please verify your key equals. I wonder if I have to just send it internal service error. Server error. Oh shoot, this needs to be in the headers, not the params. No. Oops. Let's take that out. Steam ID, that is Sharpie 360.
You don't make up for your sins in the church. You do it in the streets. You do it at home. The rest is bullshit and you know it.
Joshua said he updated it to pass content type, so let's see if it works. It's still just shooting it back. Let me look at the documentation really quick. Blah. Do I need a publisher web key? No, I don't think I need a publisher web key for this one. No. Let's see. Get owned games. Yeah. Required. So yeah, I need to get past cores. So let's see. Oh wait, here we go. Web API identifies, well this isn't it, but this is the answer to the Steam ID. The Steamworks Web API identifies individual users by using their unique 64-bit Steam ID. Authentication and ownership. I don't want that stuff, I just want It should work, I don't understand. Wonder if I just add that. Oops. Let's try doing that. Retrying will not help. Please verify your key parameter. Check the headers. I'm getting back on the response. Let's see here. Oops. Oh, cool. There's no response. Yeah, it's the correct key. I wonder if it's an issue with the domain name, because it asked for a domain name, so probably. I wonder if it's like. Hold on, there was a whitelist thing here. Shoot, where was the documentation? Whoops, let's see. Oh, this is the wrong one. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's the correct key. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, for the time being, let's just go like this. Const data equals so, here, let's see. I'm just gonna do whitelist. Adding IP addresses to the whitelist is easy. From any group page that has a web API key, click the Manage API key button and follow instructions. Is this a group? I don't know. Let's try and do. A group page. I don't understand what's a group page. I think I probably need to sign into Steamworks. I don't think I actually validated this yet, so let me try doing that really quick. Steam account name. I have one. LastPass. There we go. Phil. Goodness gracious, come on. Why doesn't anything work? I don't remember what the password is. Copy password. Oh, sweet. I got a validation code. Where's my phone? Proceed to Steam. All right. Never. Game developer, publisher. This must be the dashboard. Okay. Well, let's see. I don't want to do this. I just want to find. Where's this groups thing that it keeps talking about? Maybe this is the wrong thing. Oh man. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll figure this out and probably come back to this project, but what I want to do is just for the meantime get some mock data in there. So, let's see. Title. Oh, I see. We forgot to wrap this in a value, but that's all right. Let's see. All right, so Fallout 3. I don't know if it's a survival game technically, but Wasteland Survival. Shooter. Okay, cool. And then we can probably just do something like rating, and then we'll just do M. I think it's rated M. Pretty sure it's rated M. Alright, so let's duplicate this a couple times. A few more times. Let's do Dishonored 2 on stealth. If I could spell. Stealth. Let's say the escapists, and that is 8-bit. I guess you could consider it a puzzle game. And adventure. Cool. This one is probably just rated E. I don't know. And the last one we will do is BioShock Infinite. And this one is a hybrid shooter RPG. Sure, that works. Okay, cool. So let's see. If we say data and then we just pass our data array, let's actually change it to games. Const games equals value games. I don't know if that's gonna work actually, because I have more games than that, obviously, but that's just a few of them for purpose of what we're doing here. Now do we have that available? I want to take a look and see what that gives us. We can actually, let's minimize that. We have to return games. Now, if we take a look at, actually, you know what we should put this in is our Vuex store. I wonder how that works. Let's just get this in here first, and then we can probably bring it into the Vuex store. So, data list ul li is going to be a v4. Actually, yeah, v4. Before we do that, I want to look at the Vue dev tools, see what we have. Content wrapper, content panel, games array. All right, looks like cool. We have everything in there. Looks like it's, I think it's all reactive. Okay, so what we can say is now we know that it's in there. We'll just say v4 equals game in games, and then we also need to bind key equals game.title, just like that. Cool. Now let's have an h2, no, h3, and that will be game.title. Alright, hs. Alright, cool. Let's give our li data list li. Let's just give a border bottom 1 pixel solid. That's black right now. What we're gonna do, actually, we want to do it on that with a div. probably just do it on the data item actually instead of the li. So let's say we can actually change this to just data item as such. Fix my chair, there we go. Interesting. Alright, let's get this kind of wrapped up here and figure it out for the night. We've been at it for almost 3 hours, so it's been a good session. So what I want to do inside of this div is I'm going to give it a, let's change this to 3, and we'll change this to var dash header gray. Alright, cool. Let's give this a height of like 3 rem. Let's give it a margin bottom of 0.5 rem. Just push it down a little bit. Panel outer. There we go. Just wanted to push it down a little bit from the top. We'll do data dash item first of type, and that's going to have a border top. No, it's supposed to be the first child, dang it. Data item first of type. Maybe we gotta go like this. Let's try that. Data list, li, first. No. It's gotta be like this. First child of the data list. And then the data item. There we go. That should work. No! Why? Why are you doing that? First child of the data list, so it should be that li. Okay, I'm not worried about it. It's not that big of a deal. Whatever. Okay, we have Fallout 3. Let's see, what else do we have? Guess we could have a description, but description. Nuclear war. Nuclear. How do you spell nuclear? Nuclear. I can't remember. Damn it. Nuclear. Alright, so apparently you spell it the way I had it. So, what is it? Nuclear. 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 There we go. I don't want to type out a description. Dang it. Bottle caps are currency and radiation is the new soap. There we go. Corvo or Emily and play your own way. Cool. You're in the slammer. Your one job is to escape by any means necessary. Booker DeWitt. Enlist the help. What's her name in this one? Is it Emily? I think it's Emily again. Oh, it's Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Okay, cool, whatever. Now we have that typed out, we can do a p tag and do game.description. Yeah, exactly like that. What the heck? There we go. I need to give this some more height. And we'll actually just say min height. And 0.8 rem. We'll do small. And then what I want to do next is just do and that will have a span, and then we'll v4 equals genre in game.genre, like that. And then we just need to bind to the key equals genre, like that. And then we'll just put that value inside of the span. Like that. Well, I wish this worked with the cores thing. I don't want to have to like spin up a back server just to go back, or just to like add cores, but we might have to do that. So I think this will be a two-part series. I'm gonna call it for the evening. It's getting late. Been doing some good stuff. 3 hours exactly now, clicking over. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to get this API working with Steam. And then we'll probably come back later in the week and finish it off. But I think it's been pretty fun. We're getting the hang of using the new API. It seems a lot simpler, a lot less code and stuff. So pretty neat. I'll have to figure out how to set my whitelist up for IP addresses and stuff like that as well. So. Let's see, what do I want to do in here? I definitely want to take this out. I think that's all I have to do for now. I'll just have to revoke it, obviously, after this session and initialize a new one. But no worries. Cool. So 1 year strong of RabbitWerks JavaScript on YouTube. Thank you everybody for all of the views. Thank you everybody for all the subs. And if you're not already, make sure to subscribe so we can make the next year even stronger. So we got a lot in store for the next year of RabbitWerks. Got a lot of cool stuff in the works, and the community is awesome. So I think that everything has been going really well, and I can't stress enough how appreciative I am of all of you guys, you gals, the viewers, checking out this channel and subscribing to it, liking the videos, you know, giving feedback and stuff. So it all means the world. So yeah, here's to another, you know, congrats on 1 year down, and here's to another year of awesome live coding and all things RabbitWerks JavaScript. So until that point, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it if you do. And get on the RabbitWerks Discord. The link is in the description if you want to check out that and get more involved with the community, or, you know, get involved on a project, whatever you want to do. That's a good place to start. RabbitWerks Code Beats playlist on Spotify. If you like the beats that I've been playing tonight, go ahead and check that out as well. And then let's see. So what else do we have? Yeah, thank you so much to everybody again for, you know, checking out RabbitWerks JavaScript, and I think that'll do it. Am I forgetting anything? Nope, I think that's it. All right, have a good night, everybody. No matter where you are in the world, remember, keep coding, stay awesome, no matter what happens. I don't know. I need to figure out something better for this ending. But anyways, wherever you are in the world, have an awesome day. Have an awesome night. Keep coding. Stay awesome. And we'll catch you next time. RabbitWerks is out. Have a good night.